We now need to tidy up our drawing a little bit. We've got our block here and we've created that full size in the model space. It's an A3 sheet of paper. But if I hover over that, it's actually a block, but it's on the title text layer. I don't want it on the title text layer. So what we'll do, we'll just do a quick check. We'll go to title block on the layer pull down. So we now know that the current layer is title block, so any title blocks that come in as an AutoCAD block are on the right layer. Now, this is in the wrong place as well. It's in the Model tab. We don't want it in the Model tab. So we're going to tidy up a little bit now. The block itself is in the drawing database. We can test that by clicking on Insert here in the block panel on the Home tab, or click on Insert here and click on Insert here in the block panel on the Insert tab. I tend to work from the Home tab and click on Insert there. So if I click on Insert, there's the block. And as you can see, it's the only block in the drawing if I click on the pull down there. We'll look at inserting that in the Layout tab in a minute. So click on Cancel. OK. This block here, we don't physically need anymore. So click on it and either go to Erase here or press the Delete key. Now remember, our limits have already been set for our Model tab previously in previous exercises if you've gone through these exercises in sequential order. So all we need to do, navigation bar, fly out and zoom all. So that's all done. Our model space is ready to go. What we need to do now is go to Layout 1, click on it once, and it will give you a default layout. And as you can see there, can you see the grid is actually available in that viewport there? I don't need that viewport there, so I click on that, and again I erase it, like so. Now, I need to bring my block in to my Layout 1. So I now go to Insert, I select my block, and this time untick Specify on Screen. We want the bottom left corner, the insert point, to sit at X equals 0, Y equals 0, Z equals 0. Scale will be 1, rotation will be 0. It's 1 because we created it full size, didn't we, in the model space. We don't explode it though. Make sure that's unticked. Click on OK there, and there's our title block. Now you'll notice the attributes come up in a dialog box there ready to be edited. Now I'm just going to click on OK there to accept the default values, but I could actually edit these, couldn't I? I could put some information in. So revision line 1, that could be revision 1, let's say. Drawn, that could be my initials, which are SCB, like so, and we'll leave the rest as it is for now and click on OK. Now, if you don't want that dialog box to appear, use this variable, ATTDIA, and press Enter. At the moment, the new value for attribute dialog box is 0, which means that the next time you bring a block in, it'll just give you the little prompts on the dynamic input. If you want the dialog box to appear, make sure it's set to 1, like so. OK, let's just pan and zoom. You can just double click, remember, on the wheel to zoom extents, and you can see our sheet doesn't fit our block, so we need to tidy that up. What we're going to do, we're going to right click on Layout 1 and rename it first of all, and we're going to call that ISO A3, like so, and press Enter. So that ties in with the sheet size itself. We then right click on ISO A3, the layout name, and we go to Page Setup Manager. There's our ISO A3 tab in the asterisks. We go to Modify, and we need to change that to a printer plotter. So we'll select the Autodesk equivalent of a PDF, which is DWF6 ePlot. We're going to change the paper size here. Now you might be working to different paper sizes. I'm going for an ISO A3, the same size as my title block. We're going to set that to extents, so it goes to the extent of the title block, and we're going to center the plot, and we're basically going to click on OK. Notice there, that's all set. All our settings are here that we've just set. Device name, plotter, plot size. Plotting we'll look at in more detail later, and I'm going to close that now, and you'll see that everything is sitting nice and neatly in our ISO A3 layout tab.